Conor, it's great to see you again.
Good to see you, Ariel.
How are you?
Very good.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you in person, so it's nice to be back here. It's a little nostalgic seeing the team and whatnot. And it's interesting because I've been talking to a lot of members of your team, and I keep hearing the same thing. We haven't seen him this happy in so long. It's a different Conor. He's so engaged. He's so motivated. Do you agree with all these statements? And if so, why is that?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm enjoying my training. I just took my, I listened to myself what I needed to do in my training setup and outside of the gym, and I executed them. I followed what I said to myself that I needed to do, and it's giving me energy. It's giving me focus, and I'm happy now. I'm enjoying my training. So
why are you happy now?
I mean, I'm just focused. I'm just committed. When you say to yourself, right, you know what you've got to do, right? We all know what we've got to do. We say to ourselves, I should do it this way, or I should do this. And when you don't do that, and then you carry on, you feel, like I always say, doubt is removed by action. So if you're not working, then that's where the doubt seeps in. So I knew things I should have been doing and things I shouldn't have been doing, and I still did them and didn't do them. If you get me. But now I'm listening to myself, and I followed my internal instruction, and it's just given me more passion and more focus and more drive, and I'm doing what I feel I need to do, and it feels good. So that's it.
What got you back on track? Like, is there a moment in your life that got you back on track? Do you recall when you started to tell yourself, I need to go back to how I once was?
I don't know about a specific moment. Life is a crazy roller coaster, especially this life, So we've ups, we've downs, but I find I'm at my best when I set out, when I must do something, and I know I must do it, and I do it. I execute it, and that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I have done. The training has been phenomenal. My coaches, my team, everyone's been in sync together, and we've had a great camp, and we're very, very happy here. And obviously, it's good to be back in Las Vegas. I haven't been in Vegas in a while. Very excited, very happy.
It's somewhat of a cliche in the fight game. Best camp of my life. I've never felt better. All this stuff. And I think in your particular case, because there's so much scrutiny on everything that you do, people will roll their eyes when they say, oh, best camp, we've heard this before. Yeah. Why should they believe you? Do you want them to believe you?
I can't focus too much on the external. Okay, it's great. It's all positive right now, right? It's like everything's going great and everyone's saying it's this and it's that, but I just must focus on my internal. And my internal is amazing. And my thoughts are strong. My belief is high. My confidence is high. And that's it. I feel like I'm not, I want to say back to who I was, but I'm even better than who I was. Everyone says we missed the old Conor, or the 2016 Conor, or the 2015 Conor, or whatever it was. But I feel I'm better than that now. I feel I'm matured. I've come full circle. I've experienced everything in this business, right? And I'm just an experienced individual. I know what I need to do when I'm doing it, and I have a solid team of masters, tacticians behind me that I discuss my feelings and my thoughts with them, and we brainstorm. And communication is another thing. I wasn't communicating with my team and my people, and I was almost assuming that it should be understood, and now we're just in sync. Like just conversations, constant conversations about techniques, about skills, about practices, and we're all just rising and feeling the energy, and it's a beautiful time.
Was there ever a point where you thought you wouldn't be back to this spot, maybe not even fight again? Was there ever a doubt in your mind?
No. I was there. My training was flawless. Like I said when we had that discussion a while back, right? I was in phenomenal condition. I just had a few little slip-ups, and they caused me. I ended up in a damn cell. I thought, you know what I mean? It just slipped away from me. But I was in a phenomenal place then also. So, I knew I'd get back. I knew I'd. Sometimes certain things need to happen for you to get things right? So that's what happened to me, and here I am.
When we spoke in August, it was a bit of a different Conor. You were very contrite. You were apologetic. You've never been known to be an apologetic guy, but it seemed like you were.
What did Poirier say? Poirier said, I went from apologising to absolutely nobody to apologising to absolutely everybody.
And it was different, and I think the fans were unsure what to make of it, right? They weren't sure if you were being sincere or not. Wow, we've never seen Conor in this.
Look, I'm as real as it gets, like the slogan of the UFC. You get what you see with me. If I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and I'm real. That's who I am, so.
that wasn't that long ago. That was just 5 or so months ago. But your demeanor is different. You seem different. You seem happier. Of course, you're about to fight. What's the difference between this guy and that guy in August? Were you nervous about your career? Were you nervous about your future there?
No, I just, I let people down, and that's it. And just, I'm in a position where I must, you must take control of things and not shy away from things. And that's I've never done that in my career, and I never will do it. And I'm back here now. How many months? 5 months ago that was. Solid 5 months work. So I'm very, very happy with it.
One thing that I remember you saying in that interview was you felt like it was a knife in the heart when you started to hear the Irish fans in particular lose faith in you, lose that trust in you, because they propped you up, right? You meant so much to them. Do you feel like...
The support of the people means a lot to me, I do this to entertain the people, This is for my fans and my people who believe in me, and not so much anything that's gonna, just my lack of commitment. I think the people who believe in me and support me, they deserve better, and I wish to give them that, and I will, and I am. I know, like you said, people can see that I'm putting in the work, and I'm putting in the focused work, and that's why we're all in good spirits.
Do you feel like they are back on your bandwagon, or do you think you have to do something on January 18th?
No, I don't really pay. That's bandwagon, man. If there's even a thought of that, well, then they're not really with me anyway, right? So, look, I've got my team, my people. I know who's with me and I know who's not, and that's, I'll say a prayer for those who curse me and try and bring harm to me, and move on and stay focused on the positive aspects of my life. And there are many, many great things in my life, and that's it. And ignorance is bliss, they say, right? So that's helped me a lot, and I've got blinkers on, right? I'm just focused. Nothing can infiltrate my internal thoughts, no external. It's like a lot of the narratives, Ariel, that people say, and it's a crazy game, right? It used to irritate me the way certain narratives are spread, and the way words are twisted, and these type of things, and I had to just disengage from it. When I came into the game, it would happen, and I'd kind of laugh it off and play up to it and do my thing, and then it just kept on and on and on, and it just got a little much, and then I reacted to disrespect, but no more. I'm just focused on myself, my inner thoughts, my team's thoughts, and that's where we're at.
The legendary boxer, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, he once said many moons ago that it's hard to wake up at 5 a.m. to go run outside when you're waking up in silk pajamas. You've experienced that now, right?
I'm kind of in a silk tracksuit.
Yeah,
I mean, this
nice.
is, it's out the Reebok Conor McGregor line.
Is that a real thing?
No, yeah.
It's hard
it's not. I don't think it's. For me, it's not about money, right? I'm in a position where it's not. It's forever money now. This is not for money for me. You know what I mean? So, no amount of money will stop my hunger for this, and my hunger to compete and entertain and live my life the way I want to live it and the way I enjoy to live it. And it's certainly too much money, and without an awareness of it in the past can be dangerous. There's no limits, there's no boundaries. You can do anything, you can go anywhere, but I know what I want to do and what I enjoy doing, and this is what I enjoy doing, so I'm going to keep doing it. And now I'm doing it full steam ahead, and I'm in the best shape of my life, mental and physical.
But it's not like you're throwing a basketball into a hoop, right? You're getting punched in the face, and you have to get punched in the face leading up to the fight and then in the fight itself.
No one's punching me in the face, Ariel. You know what I mean? I'm too sharp, mate. Trust me on that.
But I'm just saying, where do you find that motivation now? If you have forever money, why do you keep doing this?
Because I love it. It's for the love, Ariel. I absolutely love the game. You know what I mean? What did I tell you last time we spoke? I love this business. It's a wild game. I'm involved in so many businesses, right? Thriving businesses. But there's no business like the fight business.
Right. Was there any possibility in the making of this fight? Because I remember you telling me you wanted to fight in December, and it didn't work out, and there was the Edgar talks. But then, of course, we settled on this one, and we'll get to Donald in a second. But was there ever any issues because of what happened last year with all the stuff of making this fight, of getting it done, of being able to come to America to make this fight happen? Were there roadblocks?
What a company is the Ultimate Fighting Championship, right? Such an amazing company that's helped me, and the people in the background, and we've always done great business, and people know my character, people that know me know my character, so everything went smooth, and the people that help me in the background, they understand that, and they help me, and I'm very thankful for that. So, no, there was no problem making it. Everything went smooth.
I know you were in court in November. You paid the fine. You pled guilty for the incident with the bar. We spoke about what happened in Miami. Is there anything else that's pending in your life now, or we have a clean slate in 2020?
Clean slate.
Clean slate. I remember you telling me not that long ago you felt like your character was being assassinated constantly in the press. Do you feel like that is still the case?
Yeah, but I just don't. I just, like I said, blinkers. Oh, good luck to that. I will say a prayer for that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's part of the life, right? It's just, like I said, it just sometimes it got a bit on top of me, and then I was like, reacted, but no more. Now I am. I had to go to that point.
How do you do that, though? How do you go from always wanted to react and then to say, like, I'm done with this?
Because look at where it led me. Look at where it led me, man. Look at where it led me, reacting to disrespect and these type of things. And I've learned some valuable lessons in this that I'm very, very thankful for, and I will use them going forward.
You talk to anyone that helped you see this light, to help you, understand that you have to stop reacting?
Just not anyone in particular. I've got some great people in my life. I've got some great people in my life. My coaches, my management, everyone, my family, of course. You know what I mean? And I've had some good conversations with people, and then the most important, you've got to have those internal conversations, because if you can't tell yourself, then no one can tell you. So. I'm grateful for the path that I've been on. Truly, it's been a phenomenal path, and I'm very, very thankful. I'm very, very excited to be back.
How would you describe 2019 for you?
A learning year, a year of figuring out myself and my situation. 2020, the year of perfect vision.
Right.
Although I've actually got better vision than 2020. I was on the eye exam that they said of 2015.
Really?
No, the last time I was here, they said 2010, but then the lady was like 2015 today, at this time. And 2010 is like a bionic eye. So I think I've got good eyesight, let's just say that.
And now you have 2 children, right?
2 children.
A boy, Conor Jr., and your daughter, which is always a great influence on a young man, right? Yeah, How has that changed you?
Yeah, my daughter, Kriya Mairead McGregor, my heart is full, Ariel, with my kids. They are here with me now in Las Vegas. We have a Vegas residence. It's great to be back in the Vegas home with the family. Dee is here, my sister's here helping out. Absolutely amazing. I'm very, very blessed. And what a time for it to happen for me, you know what I mean? It was right on the money for me, you know what I mean? I needed my kids to help me, and they have helped me, and I'm very, very happy and very, very proud.
I remember there was a time when you were talking, I remember leading up to the Aldo fight. Oh, he has a family. He's not 100% focused.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you now. I see you walking around with the kids, the stroller and everything. I never would have thought this. Did it turn out better than you thought? In a way, it was a positive.
Yeah, of course. Now I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very blessed that I can bring my family with me. Right? Jose was on his own over here when we were doing the tour, and all over the United States of America, all over the world. We've done that tour, actually. London, Ireland, Brazil, everywhere, but he hadn't got his family with me. I'm very grateful that I can bring the family with me and the kids. And wow, how life is crazy, right? Life is beautiful.
Would you want to bring your kids to the fight?
I don't. No, my daughter's a little young. I think I'll have my mother. My family's coming out like they always come out, and I think maybe my mother might stay in the house, and I'll see how it is. I'm at work, you know what I mean. This is work at the end of the day, and it's a wild game, so. I might bring Junior. He's been at some intense sparring sessions. He loves to fight. He loves fighting himself, but I'll figure it out. I don't think I won't bring my daughter. No, I'll leave my daughter with my mother, and I'll figure out maybe Junior.
Does he understand who you are and what you do, or not quite yet?
He certainly understands fighting, and I don't know whether he understands who we are. I always say the champ Junior. You know, I look forward to the day when I show him tapes and show him footage, and he doesn't quite understand yet, although he's a very intelligent young boy for like 2.5 years of age. He is very, very proud of my family. In
a weird way, is it almost possible to say that they helped save your career?
That's what I'm saying, 100% right at the time that I needed it the most. So I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very blessed.
Obviously, we've covered, back in August, we covered a lot of the stuff that happened over the past year for you, but serious things have been written about you and have been alleged towards you. Is there anything that you want to say about these allegations that have been written about you, that have been said about you?
Look, just no. I can't say anything about this. It just has to take place, right? And
does it bother you that these things are out there, that people call you, names?
would it bother you?
Yes.
There you go. But
so why not respond to them?
Time, Ariel. Patience. Patience is a skill we must master. Patience is one of the most valuable skills a human being must master. And I'm working hard to master it, and I feel I'm getting there. So time will show all of them. That's it. Right now, I'm focused on the bout. Focused, positivity, good thoughts. And I'll say a prayer for those who try and curse me or try and bring harm to me with these type of things, and that's it.
And as a family man, as a father, I mean, even things like, there was a story that came out, someone said that you were the father of their child, and then it comes out that you're not the father. That sticks to you, right? That has to hurt.
2.5 years that situation was going on for, so that was a tough one for a while, yeah, but it is what it is. It's just, there you go. It's not mine.
Last question on this. Can you say, as your manager has said and your legal team has said, you deny any of these allegations that have been placed on you?
Yes, of course.
100%?
Yes. Hell, Ariel, come on, man. You're serious, like. Time, please, just time, that's all. Time will reveal all, time will tell all, and then that's it.
How did we end up with Donald Cerrone as your opponent? You seem to have many options. Why him?
Well, I said I'd fight him, right? I mean, me and Donald have had a long history. Well, not a long history, but we've had a history. It's an exciting bout. It's a fan-friendly bout. It's a fight that excites me, and it's a fight that I said I'd partake, and I appreciate it. I appreciate Donald, I have to say. He's fought a lot of times, and since the last time I saw him at that Aldo press conference many years ago. He's gone on and fought so many times. He's also a family man, and with his grandmother and these things. I appreciate that, and I respect that, and I also respect the method he went about with the proper whiskey. And there's so much work goes into these things, and to see that bit of respect, I appreciate that, and I look forward to having a good bout. And I know you're not interested in that, and I know you said that wasn't the wrong way. But for me, in this part of in this time of my life, that is the right way to go about it. And especially now. And I'm happy to come back and have my comeback fight in the beginning of my season against Donald, and I look forward to it. It's going to be a good night, and I'm going to shine here on January 18th. I'm going to create magic inside the octagon like I have done many times before, but this is going to be something special.
So the opponent and the weight was your decision ultimately, right? You could have made this at 155.
I'm underweight right now, so.
How much do you weigh on this Friday before the fight?
I'm underweight. I'd say 160 and a bit.
So why not make him...
I know, I could have. I just don't think he looks well at 155, right? He does not look well at 150. He's a 170 fighter.
So don't you want him to suffer on the way to the...
Why would I want someone to... I don't care. No, I could beat him if he fought. I'd beat him any bleeding. I'd beat him at any weight. I'd beat him when he bleeding. You know what I mean? I'd beat him if I had the flu.
Right.
So, I don't need... You know what I mean? I don't need that. I just want to focus on my training and keep me sharp. And, I don't got to cut and then build and then cut. It's not... I'm happy where I'm at. And also, 170 is an exciting one for me. I like 170. I like what's going on in the 170 division at the minute. You got Jorge with that belt. You got the other guys with fighting for the belt. And I like all what's going on at 170. And I feel good at 170. I feel energetic. It's what I weigh. It's what I weigh. And that's it. So it opens up so many more options, right?
So you're done at 155?
No, I'm not done at 155. No, hey, I could make 155 this fight, no problem. But I just want to go in fresh and as it is. Let the fight play as it is, and then open up all my options.
Historically, the knock on Donald has been he can't win the big one. Never won the belt in WC, never won the belt UFC, and when it seems like he has a big fight, when the spotlight is on him, he falters. There's no bigger spotlight than a fight against you. So are you counting on that? Are you counting on him to not show up, so to speak?
No, all that means nothing. It's me I'm going in there fresh, sharp, fast, light, dangerous, powerful, and full of energy. And it can be if you want to put it on the first fight of the card, in the first prelim fight or something. I think that's going to make Donald be comfortable. Well, then do that and let's see what happens. It's still going to be what's going to happen. So that's it.
I know you're very in tune with what the fans say, and when this fight was first announced, everyone was like, he's ducking Gaethje. That was the fight to make. Gaethje just beat Donald. How can you fight Donald?
Yeah.
This is the fight to make. What's your response to the people who say that you were ducking Gaethje and you picked the easier fight?
Well, first of all, I put it into the UFC's hands, right? I was like, they wanted to make the bout. I wanted to make the bout. And Justin's it's a little too heavy the way he was going on, and certain things were said. A lot of people are saying certain things and following these narratives, these vicious narratives that are going around about me, and I'm like, I'm just putting that on the back burner for a minute, but I'll get to him. I'll get to him. He was knocked out by Poirier. He was knocked out by Alvarez. That's a handy one. That is a true handy fight for me. So, whatever.
He has made it very personal with you, right?
Not like you're not going to be able to make it personal with me. Certainly not now. I've gone to the brink of personal attacks.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm bulletproof. I am. You're not gonna do that. No, that's nothing. But I'll fight him at some stage. I think I'll fight him at some stage. Yeah.
This year.
Possibly this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be active.
3 fights, right?
This is a spar to me. I'm going to go in here and do as I please in here and put on a show for the fans and get a beautiful win and be going through the divisions. Look at me, you know what I mean? Three weight divisions. You know what I mean? No one's doing this. So I'm very, very excited and very happy. And long may the opponents continue to come, and I'll continue to knock them down.
So you're viewing this as a season, as you've said, hoping for 3 fights, right?
Possibly
if not more.
Possibly more, yes.
Could you lay it out perfectly for us? That's what everyone wants to know. We're all speculating.
It's hard to do that, you know what I mean? Just know that there's activity. There's activity. I don't even know when the next...
Donald?
Well, if I go in here and put Donald away in a couple of seconds, which very well could happen,
Right.
I could bleed, and I could probably bleed and do the next event. That's the type of mindset I'm at. I just want to... Like, I'm going to... For me, right after the fight now is going to be the next... Like, I'm not going to, like... sink in with this buzz, you know, and then just because you can get caught up in it, right? You get the win and you're great then, and all this type of stuff. And I'm gonna go out in the night. I've got an after party set. I'm gonna go out and have a few sips of my proper whiskey, right? I've abstained from that. I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to my team. I made a promise to my fans that I would stay 100% fully focused. So I've abstained from that, and I miss it. You know, I do love my liquid. I'll have a few little sips of my after party. I'll take the following day to rest, and then the day after that I will engage in a Red Zone McGregor fast training session like I done post Diaz 2. After the Diaz 2 fight, I went and had my after party. I took a day rest after the fight, and I went in and I done Red Zone sprints on the ski erg. The ski erg is a stationary machine where you pull the strings down because the leg was jammed up from kicking Diaz's knee and his legs, and so I couldn't. I was on crutches. And I got that work in, and just reset my mind. Put me back in that training mind. It's so easy for you to finish a fight, have a little celebration, and then it stretch into the next day, and then you eat a bit of bad food, and then the next day, and then it's kind of hard to pull yourself back in. So I have my plan that I'm going to set out, and that's what it is. I'm going to have my little celebration, rest the next day, and then back into training, and then what's next?
Wow. Okay. So this is, I mean, we haven't seen you active like this in a very long time. So if I asked you, do you even have the opponents in mind?
It does not matter.
You don't even have?
There's so many of them. Justin's there, Jorge's there, Kamaru's there.
You don't have a preference?
I don't, just
so
activity.
Would it be fair to say you want to end with Khabib in Moscow? Because that's what you said
I'd
in
love
November.
that one. That's got to happen.
Right.
It's got to happen. You know what I mean? It must happen. So I went out to Moscow, you know what I mean? I wasn't so...
What was that like?
Oh, amazing. Moscow's a great place. Russia's a great place. I got to say, I'm very impressed with it. And,
you didn't feel unsafe at any point?
No, the Russian people. Did you see the fans and they're good people out there.
So one guy throw something at you.
You saw the reflex, you know yourself. I could have caught it as well.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love the game, you know. I look forward to that competition. Fully focused. You can see it. Come on, you can see the shape of me. You can see the
different. Yeah.
Everyone knows, and no matter what, that man can run, but he cannot hide from it. So,
in the build-up to that fight, a lot was said, right? It's very personal between you two, and a lot was said that I think
it wasn't just said. There was actions that led to what was said. It wasn't just. It didn't just get to words. It was, there was actions that led to those words. So,
like what?
Like just things that throughout the course of the build-up, like with the Artem situation,
right.
and things that maybe slipped under the radar, like it was me that kind of began all this, and whatever. It did get very, very personal. But I'm taking a back step from that, and I'm focusing on the skills. It's a very skillful bout. He poses a specific style set, and I pose a specific style set, and it's an interesting clash with two fully focused fighters, and that's what will happen in the next bout. And I look forward to it and settling it.
But I'm just curious, because it got so personal, things about his family, and he was talking about things that were being alleged about you. And do you regret any of that? Do you wish in hindsight it didn't get that personal about his family, the religion, all that, the dad?
Yeah, so some of the things maybe too far, but hey, it is what it is, and it's the fight business. At the end of the day, it went the way it went, and that's it.
But you think that fight will happen again? When you hear him say he's got to win 10 fights and all this stuff,
yeah.
What is your reaction to that?
Fear, doesn't want it. So it is what it is.
You mentioned something very quickly there that I just wanted to ask you about, because I think a lot of people would be surprised. You said no liquid in this camp. Nothing. When's the last time you had a drink?
A couple of months ago, 3-4 months ago maybe, yeah.
Is that a first for you, or at least first in a while?
I was drinking on Bleeding Fight Week last one, I think. I was on the Conan O'Brien show.
Yes.
But I mean...
Prior to the Khabib fight?
Yeah.
You were drinking in the build-up?
Yeah.
Was that common for you in your career?
Not really. Not to that extent, no. Not to that extent.
Why'd you do that?
Don't know. I had just venom in me or something. Don't know why. I had people holed up in a hotel from that part of the world, and I would ring and arrange a fight. So they'd come from the hotel down to the gym and have a full blown fight, no head guard, gloves. That's like a fight. I'd win. I'd have a war and I'd win. I'd knock the guy out, and then I'd go off and celebrate, and then I'd come back in 3 days.
3 days? What were you doing?
Just, don't know, not doing what I should have been doing.
Celebrating, partying?
Just, I don't know, just not living the life that I should be living, and that's it.
Right.
So I'm not going back there, you know what I mean? I'm in a great spot now, and that's it. And I've made mistakes, and, I've been man enough to admit them and correct them, and that's what I've done. And you know what I mean? I might not be perfect, Ariel, right? But with a good sleep and a full belly, I'm damn close.
What time are you going to sleep these days?
Well, right now we're getting onto the clock of fight time, right? I'd say I'll be walking into the octagon 10 p.m. Las Vegas time. But back home in Ireland, I was sleeping early. I was waking up early. We had a set time. I think it was 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. on my training sessions slots. So that was it. I stayed structured throughout that. Now that we're here, we're in the gym now every time on fight night, or at the time of the fight, and carrying on. I feel I've got accustomed to the time already, to the time zone. So perfect, absolutely flawless camp.
And I've heard you call that previous camp a disaster, right? I'm not trying to get you.
No, it's not a disaster. You learn something from everything, right? I've learned a lot about myself through it, and don't get me wrong, the work was great. Like, it's not like I was coming into the gym being lazy and half-assed. Like, I was almost like I said to you, I was almost too intense and too serious and working too hard in the gym, and then not working hard enough outside of it, because that's a big part of it as well. You know what I mean? You've got to be focused outside, because then the next day rolls around, and if you aren't focused when you left the gym and then it's time to go back, you're not as sharp, you're not as fresh, you're not as eager to be there. And that's what kept happening to me. And I just eventually didn't want to be there, and then I'd get there and then I'd have the scrap, and then I'd off I go again. And it is what it is. Everything's a lesson, and some parts of it were enjoyable though, I do love a good scrap. I just got to stay focused outside the gym, that's it.
How are things with your head coach, John Kavanagh?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Very, very, very in contact. We discuss a lot. We discussed training methods, practices, everything. That's communication has been excellent this camp, and I made sure of that. Because it wasn't the last camp. Not even with John, with everyone involved. So I've been a lot more in communication with my team and relaying how I feel, and we're some unit together. We are truly some unit. I brought back my boxing coaches as well. Went back to my old boxing gym, Phil Sutcliffe, and them at Crumlin Boxing Club. It's where I learned how to punch. That's been good for the soul and that. And I said in my head after I went back, then I was like, because I'd done a boxing bout in their Good Friday show, and I had Phil in the corner and that, and I was like, damn, I should have had the guys in there for the Mayweather build-up, and you know, as part of the team. But look, that's the boxing avenue still there also, and it's good to have the guys back. And there's a great energy in the camp. The work's been phenomenal. Everyone's in sync, and that's it. I have a true team of tacticians behind me, and I'm excited to go in and represent our work.
And this is something that I don't think the fans have caught on just yet. You and Phil Sutcliffe, I've seen you working with him, kind of like the classic old boxing guy, if you will. The decision to bring him back, I think, is really interesting, and I think symbolic of the fact that you were trying to go back to when it was simpler and to your roots, so to speak. Is this the first time in your MMA career that you have had him a part of your camp and your corner?
Part of the corner, yes. Not part of the camp, but since UFC days.
Sure.
My early MMA career, I was still in the boxing gym. I would go to the boxing gym
That's fascinating.
and the mixed martial arts gym. And we were kind of at loggerheads a while back at the very beginning, because it was like not understood what the mixed martial arts was, and then that's kind of what led me then just to kind of stay focused on the MMA. But boxing's such a beautiful discipline, and these guys are the best. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very. And this is where I learned how to fight and learned how to box, so I'm very happy to be back.
When did you meet him?
Phil?
Yeah. When were you at Crumlin? How old were you?
I'd say about 12, maybe.
Wow.
12, yeah.
So do you see the symbolism in that? To have a figure
12,
like that?
oh, proper 12. How about that? That number
right.
12 keeps bouncing up everywhere. It's mad, isn't it?
246, right?
246 is... UFC 246 adds up to 12. There was
your 12th UFC fight?
It's my 12th UFC fight. Something else. There was another one. I think the date counted up to 12 or something.
01.
Numerology is a mad one.
But there is some great symbolism in that, right? To bring back the old coach, so to speak.
Yeah, of course.
Not to push anyone out, but you're adding him.
Yes,
you didn't push anyone out.
No, of course.
That's always been a big thing for you.
Yeah, we're better together. We are all better. We're better together, most certainly. Everyone on my team has amazing skills and amazing knowledge of the fight game in specific areas. Do you know what I mean? So, and like I said, we're all in sync. We're all in discussion, and we're in a great spot.
Did you sign a new deal?
Signed a new deal, yes.
How many fights?
It's just usually just one fight at a piece, yeah.
One fight, and then you renegotiate?
I believe that's what will happen after this one. I'd say, yeah.
No point of doing the 8-fight deals anymore if you're just going to renegotiate every single time.
Yeah. I'm confident it's going to be a nice paycheck.
Most ever?
Probably in my mixed martial arts career, yeah.
Really? Can you give us the range? We knew how much you made for Mayweather.
Yeah, I'd say it could be. I'm estimating a good 80 million.
80? Come on.
Yeah, because I have, like I said, we got the Australia and Canada and England there, and England and Ireland, and should be a good one.
Wow. What did you make for Khabib?
50 in a way.
Wow. 80. No one's ever made anything. Most MMA fighters combined haven't made that. Business is still good. Business is still good.
Of course. They think I'm toast, Ariel, but I'm still the bread.
That's right. You know, this is the first time since the Seaver fight that you're not a champion, or there's no stakes, there's no belt on the line or anything like that. Even with Nate, not a title fight, but you're still a champion and whatnot. Does it feel a little different?
No.
Nothing.
No. I am champion. I am the champ. Forever and always. Etched in stone.
Were you annoyed at the BMF title stuff?
No. I thought it was great.
Yeah?
I thought it was great. Straight away, I was like, show me that belt. I saw the belt before Dana sent it over to me, and then I was messing saying I designed it, because I seen the drawing of it, the outline of it, but I didn't see the colour of it. I was estimating it was going to be the BMF with the gold.
Right.
And then when I saw the silver and the kind of black, and I don't know about it, it's all right. We'll scoop it up, though. I'll add it to the thing, yeah, definitely.
So do you almost feel like those two should finish up their business and maybe the winner fights you? Because I saw
who
Masvidal and Nate. Because it ended so unceremoniously.
You don't know what way Nate is now. You know what I mean? It's whether he wants to do it again. I don't know. I think we were robbed of it, right? I mean, you could see Jorge dipping. Jorge was dipping there at the end of that third round, and that's where Nate's only kicking in. It would have been great to see the 4 and 5. We didn't see it. Look, whatever. See what happens.
Do you really feel that the Khabib-Tony fight won't happen?
I just maybe, possibly. It hasn't happened. It's supposed to happen 4 times. I mean,
right.
They're known for pulling out, right? Khabib was supposed to fight Donald about 3 or 4 times also, and pulled out with a knee injury, a back injury, a bleeding. Something happened with his liver.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying that they're known for pulling out of bouts.
Right.
Tony bleeding tripped on a wire and they're bleeding Fox Studios with a pair of black sunglasses on. He's balancing on bleeding chairs stacked on top of each other. You know what Tony's like.
Right.
So, see what happens.
Did you see Usman's reply to your comments?
Not really. What was it again?
Essentially, you know, if you wanna have your career ended, you could come fight me, and all this stuff. You don't want any of this.
Boy, how by holding my fucking leg, holding my leg. Come on, man. This is not how to fight. I'll show you how to fight. You know what I mean? The people know what's a scrap and what's not a scrap, and that method of fighting is not. You know what I mean? Although that last one was a good fight, they both stood. You know what I mean? They both had their moments, but you know what way he try and fight me, so.
But isn't it a little disingenuous? Like everyone, like
it's baloney. It's baloney. It's tainted baloney.
Right. You laugh at it.
Exactly.
Recently, did you have someone come visit the gaff, as you would call it, the apartment, as a bit of a motivational?
Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins has been a good man.
What happened?
You know, I went because when I was in Miami, right, I went to Tony Robbins asked me to come to his house and and speak to his people, like his people of the Platinum Lions, they're called. Tony's a great man. Went into the room, music started playing, and I was just real energetic, and I got a great buzz with it. Had a great conversation with him. It's on, I believe it's online.
Yeah.
It went everywhere in that, and I've just kept in contact with Tony. He's very, very helpful. He's a top man. Tony is like it's not just words. You know what I mean? There's action in there, and there's structure in what he's saying. And he came to the house and went over some things. And again, I had my coaches there, a couple of them, John, and my conditioning coaches. And I was speaking to Tony, and we were, you know, close the eyes. It was a good thing. And I wanted John there and the doc and my fast coach so they could understand where my thinking was, and you know, so we could be a bit more in sync. And I was very happy with it. I felt really uplifted coming out of it, and took some things. Very thankful for that, and I'm going to continue that. I think he's going to come out to me on the day before the fight, maybe also.
Wow.
So
it's almost like a motivational.
He's shaping into me. It's actually not even a motivational thing. There's not. It is that as well, but it's. I'm not sure what the title would be of it, but it's. You know what I mean? He's probably shaping up to be a life coach of mine, so I'm very happy with that.
Wow, and he doesn't live here, right?
He came in just for that. Yes, that showed me a lot as well. You know what I mean? And came to my house and.
Is there a lesson or two that he taught you that
a couple of things.
Can share?
Yeah. We went over some things, and I'll just keep it at that.
Okay. Do you ever go back and look at your early fights, even pre-UFC or early interviews?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, certainly. That's one thing that I've done, right? Cause
recently?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I went back and listened to my old self. You know what I mean? What way I was thinking when I was. You know, everything was innocent. Like everything was, just, you know what I mean, not what it is now. That helped me a lot. I was able to go back and see what way my way of thinking was then to the way it is now, and you know, just add what is useful, discard what is not. You know, Bruce Lee quote, and that's what I done. And
it gives you motivation.
Yeah, of course, gives me a motivation.
Do you even remember what that was like, being on welfare? You know, I was actually watching the documentary last night. The Notorious documentary, and you and Dee, your lifelong partner, are in like a tiny room in your parents' upstairs, and you're both eating up there. It's insane to see that, and now to see, you know, what you become. Do you even remember what that's like?
Yeah, of course. I stay close to my roots always. I stay close to how I came up always in my way of thinking. Of course, you've got to.
Yeah, because there's a part of you that could forget it, right? You have all this money, you don't know what to do with it, you're buying things whenever you want, fancy clothes, all that stuff. There's a part of you that could forget that. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But you haven't.
No, I made sure of that. Stay close to my roots, stay close to who I am and who I was, and that's it. And
you still
never forget.
Spending and things that you still do?
A lot less, though. A lot less.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just, I have a lot of things, right? Like I said, I actually said this to Tony Robbins, right? Because I read something about LeBron James a while back, about maybe a year ago, that he spent 1.5 million annual on his health, right? Himself, his everything, his nutrition, his training, his everything, and I spend nothing. And I was like, only in camp, I bring a team together of people, and I was like, that's not the way to do this. You know what I mean? But I drop money on a blading car or a watch, and you know what I mean? I'm like, spend on myself, you know, on my health and my fitness, and and that's helped me. And then you acquire more. You're gonna acquire even more then when you're sharp, and that's what I am now.
So, and less on possessions and things.
Less
like
on
that
possessions, and but you've got to go through that. You're gonna always go through that when you get a windfall. You know what I mean? You're gonna start getting things. You just get a little bit. It doesn't excite me as much as it would have. You know what I mean? What excites me now is creating. You know, I like to create the things that I love, like the clothing and that. I'm very much involved in the designs and building things with Reebok and with my company August McGregor, and of course the whiskey and these ventures, and that's what I enjoy doing. So.
You're 31 now. Do you think you'll still be fighting at 40?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably.
But you're not willing to put like a cap.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna have a solid couple of years though. I know that. I'll be rocking till I'm a good 35. I'm gonna hit the Billy by the time I'm 35 years of age.
The Billy?
I'll be a billionaire by the time I'm 35. That's.
So 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Really? You're getting there?
Yeah.
Do you look at those lists and compare yourself? You know, when they put the highest earning athletes, Floyd. You look at those lists?
That's my list. I'm coming for that list.
Where are you on the list now?
Well, it alternates by year. I think I'm not sure where I was this year. Not bad. I think I was, geez, I forget now to be honest, but I was up there. I saw the decade when Floyd was top of the decade, so it's fair play to him.
Yeah.
He's just not so good at the management of it, right? And
how close are you to the Billy?
No, I'm still a good way away.
Oh, okay,
I mean, I'll get there. I've got the methods, and it's something that excites me.
And you have to keep fighting in order to get that, right? Like, you can't just leave. Part of the success
yeah, but I'm
outside...
not fighting for that.
I'm
not fighting for that. You know what I mean? Fighting definitely helps everything. And fighting's up there. Fighting's up. Look at the amount of bread I'm making through the fight game. And I'm not even scratching the surface on what I really probably should be paid, right?
Right.
I mean, like, the back end money is where it's coming through, but it should be guaranteed, right? But I mean, whatever it is, what it is. So the fighting's definitely an animal to get there, like the rest of them.
Before it's done, do you want to have another boxing match? Do you feel like that's...
Most certainly.
Yeah?
I'd like to rematch Floyd. I think we should rematch Floyd. I mean, he's flirting with it and doing all this, and he can go and pick someone else. It's not going to be the same. It's not... I done phenomenal in that bout. And the only reason I lost that bout was because I prepared for a back-footed Philly shell style of opponent. And when the fight was like that, I was picking him apart. Then he came forward and started pressing, and I wasn't sinking into my shots like I am now with my boxing coaches under my belt that are drilling specific boxing things into me again. And I know I'd beat Floyd. I know I'd beat Floyd if we rematched. And when we rematch, he's not going to do a mixed martial arts bout like he said it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be me boxing, and then we'll do a mixed martial arts bout. That was what was said, and it came out of his mouth as well. And it was not written, but it was a verbal agreement, right? And obviously, that's not going to happen. And I'm not going to push him on that either. But I would like to box him. I think that would be a good rematch.
Have you even broached the subject yet? Have you?
Well, we've definitely been talking. It's always kind of.
You talked to him?
No, not to him, but it's
his people.
Yeah, all this type of he's coming back and all this.
Yeah.
You know,
he sat with Dana White at the basketball game, right? They had a handshake deal.
Yeah, I think it was a good capital. It was a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good noisemaker for them. You know.
Could this happen this year? Is this something you're going to try to...
You never know. They're good people to do business with. The Showtime people and Floyd. You never know.
But it's not something you're actively pursuing. It's just something you want.
Activity is what I'm pursuing, right? So I'm just keeping myself in shape, fresh, focused, and everything will happen through that, off of that. Right. So like that, even the Mayweather build-up, 10 weeks, 10 weeks to prepare for that. And before that, I wasn't in the best. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I was out messing around again. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't. I had good solid 10 weeks. Now I'm fully focused. So we'll see what happens.
Do you look at that fight and say, man, I could have been the one. Had I not been doing that, had I not been I could have been the one to beat him, the one guy. I squandered that.
I don't squander. It was a great conversation. You have a good inner conversation you have with a man when you have a fight with him. So it's great to fight Floyd. Great to be in there with him. You know what I mean? He's a crafty veteran. He's truly crafty. You don't get 50 pro fight or 50 pro wins and an extensive amateur career. You know what I mean? So it was a great experience. And you know, I look forward to doing it again. If not, it will happen. It's going to happen again.
You think so?
Yeah, it will.
The Mystic Mac is
Yeah, it's happening again. But also, I would be open to other boxing bouts. You know, I know Manny has been. We're actually close. We're actually close to signing Manny.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
What's that? What are you looking at?
Nah, yeah, but me and Manny. Well, there's been talks about the Manny fight as well. It's a lot like.
You versus Manny?
There was an offer made on that, yeah.
And what happened?
Just not yet. So.
But it's a possibility.
Very much so.
Greater
and then the
than...
Paulie fight. I'd like to box Paulie as well. Why not? That's a bit of buzz as well. Paulie, a boxing bout. I want to box again. I will box again. I'd love I will get a boxing world title. A boxing world title
really?
is
then you're probably gonna have to box multiple times to get that.
No.
Off the bat.
Yeah, but I would box multiple times. I love boxing. I truly love boxing. So, and I'm damn good.
When you say sign Paulie, what do you mean? Sign Manny. What do you mean?
Oh, there's just negotiations going on. You know yourself.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's end on this because I've taken up a lot of your time. You know, I remember when you beat Aldo, you told me that I went from nothing to something to everything, right?
Yeah.
What a line that was.
Yeah,
what a moment that was.
Yeah, I've had some good ones, haven't I?
Yes,
I've had some good quotes.
You have.
They put it on clothes and sell them out quick.
That's right.
But, you know, and Joe Rogan said to me after the Aldo fight, "You've done it all, sir." That's what he said. "You've done it all, sir." So, you know how wrong he was. I mean, I've done so much more than.
That's right.
Yeah. What were we going to say? And we off on the back.
So you have everything. And then there was a chance maybe people thought you might lose everything, right? And now here you are, and even sitting in front of you, and I know people aren't going to believe this, you're a different guy. You're different than the one that I spoke to in August. You're even different than the one prior to the Khabib fight. You were a little bit, you know, all over the place, out of control. I remember the interview that you did with the Mac Life, standing right over there. You were looking all over the place. You're so zen right now, I don't even know what to make of this.
Yeah.
What do we make of this? Is this the new chapter? Is this a new Conor? Is this back to the old Conor?
No,
How would you just
I'd
describe?
say it's a new Conor. I just feel reinvigorated, you know, excited. That's it. The illusion of all the other stuff is amazing for excitement. The excitement is building, right? The fans are very excited. The people are very excited to see this bout and to see me competing. I'm very excited to be back and to be gifting this to the people. And
I'd be remiss if I don't ask for a prediction, because that's what you were known for all those years. How do you beat Donald Cerrone?
I stop him with it. I knock him out.
Early?
Possibly, yes.
You've never been a possibly yes kind of guy.
I mean, yeah, you know yourself. I'm gonna beat him. I'm ready for it all. So let's see what happens. John estimates a little bit later. I think it could be very early. He's getting knocked out.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Ariel.
Thank you so much for the time, Conor. I appreciate it. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.